Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that goes for a gain of 31. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Do so. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to defend the pass.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, get right down. Get right down. Hey, gun.
Here's Newton now on second down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action, it's Newton. This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Ready? 180.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Now Newton on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get...
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback. And
he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Locke. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Let it roll. 11. Twelve. 11 B.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Newton. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey. 20.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Newton. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. A final shot before the break. Newton. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Go.
A shotgun snap for Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And Davis with it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Off play action. Newton. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. The 20, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Love. Going deep for Moncrief. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Where when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Throwing on third down, Newton. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Newton steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Damon Harrison. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
11. 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. On the move to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Freeman, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Here's Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? It hasn't the game you expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing his Luck. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. the 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Lott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Give him 9 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
That's a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That's taken on the 25. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Lott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, Lott. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This is Colson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Luck now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Newton now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey. 20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McCoy. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
20. 20. Great.
Now Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
Now a hit and Love lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Newton now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now it's Newton. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Gold now out to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare for it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.